Hello, 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 and welcome to Spiritual Life Coaching with Ari Mack. I'm your host, Miss Ari McIntyre. Basically, I'm an affirmation manifestation expert, but I'm a spiritual life coach, products, meditations. This is all about a lifestyle that can help you be happy, healthy, and just be okay on the inside. So, thank you guys so much for joining me this Thursday, May 22nd, 2024. Wow, now, I'm attempting to do more broadcasts live. So I am live on K4HD.com, which is my regular slate time, Thursday, between 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But I'm also on Instagram Live. Hi, Gracie, under Candles by Ari, YouTube under Spiritual Coaching with Ari Mack, and on my Facebook Live under Ari McIntyre. Now, I am going to switch at some point, guys, and go from Facebook to the TikTok, but I may stay on the Instagram a little bit longer and I may stay on the YouTube a little bit longer. It just depends on how all this is working because this is my first time doing this. So thank you for joining me. Now, today we're going to be talking about some astrology. We're going to be talking about some affirmations, and I got some aromatherapy suggestions. And then I have a little story for you guys from my auntie in Mobile. She's like my guru. You know, every coach has a coach. Well, I'm very fortunate that I have a coach in house, and she is a spiritual person. She's a reverend, and my aunt B always takes care of me. So whenever I hit my walls, or whenever I have my doubts and my insecurities, I'm very fortunate to have someone like her in my life. So that's what I'm always recommending to you guys, to reach out to the people who love you, the people that are good to you, the people in your church organizations and or mentorships if you're in college, or any community-based organizations that are trying to reach out. If they're doing some good work and they have a mentor program or something with meditations or something where you can just talk out your emotions, uh, please do that. Please take advantage of that. That's a kind person. That's a loving soul to be able to give to you and reach out to you. And that's the kind of blessings we need in this world more. Right. So I'm gonna go over some astrology because we got the planet Mercury. It's in Taurus. It's gonna be there till about June 3rd. And then we got some Gemini, Venus, which the sun's in Gemini. So if you feel a little bit of the jitters, like you feel a little bit like you got to move around and that sort of thing, that's the duality of Gemini. That's an air sign. Okay. So it's a mutable air sign. And how it affects us is it's different frequencies. I talk about this in the digital course that I'm putting out, which I'm very, very, very excited for. After all these years, I finally, me and my team, Missy Beth, basically put all of our good stuff into a program called the Manifestation Boot Camp. And we got volume 1 and volume 2 about to come live on digital. So you guys can get it instantly. And we're going to be working on the seminar for the live volume 3 coming in July, August. So we got a lot of lovely things coming up. So that's why I want to keep you guys in the loop. So today's affirmation, and I love this one because it's worked for many, many moons for a great number of people. And it says, I pay attention to myself and what is going on around me. I am blessed under grace and perfect way. And so it is. And just breaking that down with this air sign, okay? Because air is also intellect. It also connects us to the energy around us, okay? Hey, Mr. Victory, thanks for joining me on the Instagram. Appreciate it. And hey, YouTube, how you guys doing? Facebook Live, and of course my K4HD family. This is fun, guys, because I'm doing more. And like I said, with this program coming out, I'm very excited. But going back to Gemini, with Gemini being a duality, it's a multiple sign, right? It's two people, literally. It's two twins. That means it's a time for you to think about, what am I trying to say? What am I trying to give? Who am I trying to connect with? Okay. And let that option weigh you, bring you the balance. See, I've learned how to take astrology, affirmations, and aromatherapy and put it together to find that mental balance that we need when we're dealing with life. Because life is on its own terms. We don't control it, we're just flowing with it. And if you can flow and find a way to keep yourself in a mentally stable place, hey, maybe even be nice to people and people be nice to you. Let's open our doors for that. Mm. Sorry, I need a little sip of water. And we're going to do another episode about water. I'm working on it. So, with Gemini giving us this duality right now, it's just a good opportunity for you to think through what are you trying to do. We still have Taurus, a little bit of that flavor. Anytime a sign starts at the end of a month, the sign that begins the month has that flavor to the sign. That's my own personal take on astrology because I've just witnessed the different contours of how people act at different points in the astrology world. So that's what keeps me on the expert side, guys, because I've been witnessing it and documenting it myself. So I do trust what the universe shows me. So when you use this affirmation, think about it. Like, really think about it. I am paying attention to myself and what is going on around me under grace and perfect way. I am blessed. I am blessed. How many times do you actually say that to yourself and mean it? And actually mean it. So, as we go through this Gemini cycle, because we just tiptoed into it, happy birthday, Gracie. Got to miss you. Happy birthday, Gracie, on Instagram, because I know it's your birthday time. She's a gem in more than one way. It's just a beautiful, beautiful soul. Anywho, when we're going through these transformations, which is why I love astrology, because it gives you an element, it gives you a mode, it gives you a sign, it gives you a theme. Now, it's not a perfect science by no means, but I do think it's one of the little cheat sheets that we have down here to kind of make a little bit more sense out of the things we've been going through. And, Hippocrates, the Hippocratic oath that all doctors take. Well, Hippocrates was an astronomer. Yeah, this is during the time of Egypt. You can look it up yourself. And he actually used astrology when somebody was born, the longitude and latitude, same thing we do now, to determine their body and how it would be affected as they grew. Now, the amazing thing about astrology is it does have aspects that go into the medical because each house rules a different element, just like each sign has a different planet. And when you put them all together, that makes you. That makes you your own unique person that no one else can ever replicate, duplicate. Even if you have children, they can come close, but they will never be you. So when you're using these affirmations that I'm suggesting now, we make candles at Candles by Ari that go along with the aromatherapy aspect. Okay, because scent is the next most powerful thing out of sight that gives us a warning, gives us a heads up without us even realizing it. Okay, so if you can smell something and you can say something to yourself and you have an idea what's going on in astrology, because I will bring that information to you, but got to decide how to use it, then you can have some better fortification within yourself so that you're not so angst and falling into why is this happening to me? I'm so screwed up. And then all those negative affirmations. Yeah, those affirmations of destruction, those affirmations of doubt, of fear, of literally believing you can't do something without even trying. So use this affirmation as my gift. I pay attention to myself and what is going on around me. I am blessed under grace and perfect way. And so it is. Now, I know I said that a couple of different ways, but there is no wrong way to eat a Tootsie Roll, just so we're clear. Okay. As long as you're putting that information out there and you are extending that to the universe will extend back to you. Okay. Now, this is in the Colonial Blue. And it's got this sandalwood and this lavender sage that I created. I always say I wish I could invent smell-o-vision because it's something about when you say an affirmation and then you smell something, it just puts it over the top. It hits it home. So when you're feeling all of the different emotions going on around yourself, the reason why I'm giving you the information of astrology and affirmations and aromatherapy is because it does have an effect on you. Now, of course, you can denounce everything and keep doing exactly what the fuck you're doing, which is totally fine because you're grown, you can make your own decisions. But what if you just tried something for free for a couple of weeks? Because you can't do something for a day and expect something to change because your heart has to be open and your mind has to be receptive. Now, when you're doing affirmations, the reason why we do them redundantly is because you need to believe them. So you have to create those chemicals within yourself to believe it because you're saying it and saying it, but you also have to let it seep in. Like, what would you do differently? if you had this goal that you set up for yourself? How would you attain the next level of whatever it is that you're creating? And here's the deal, do not let outside energies dictate to what you internally need to do for self. And what that means is do not share your affirmations and your aspirations with people that do not believe in you or want you to do well. I mean, it sounds very obvious and sounds very simple, yet so many people do not realize that they're telling and trying to get someone to say I believe in you, or looking for that comfort, and it's disappointing, and I'm picking my words very carefully because I know how it really feels when you're reaching out to someone that you feel like, hey, you should support me, be it a mother or sibling or brother, or you should understand me, and they just don't. It's not that they're bad people, guys, just their love for you is just a little different. Where's the love? My outro song today on the podcast on K4HD is Where's the Love by Black Eyed Peas, the original ones. And sometimes we got to ask that question. But sometimes we got to take a break. So we're on K4HD.com. It's spiritual coach Ari Mack. Come on back. See you in a minute. Whew, this is fun. Now, how do I do this? Hey, Victory. Thanks so much for joining in. Appreciate it. Rebel, thank you as well. Hey, how's everything going in my Facebook land? Oh, Martha. Now, I am going to be switching over to TikTok in just a bit. So, at the halfway point, we're going to head over to the TikTok people. So, just keep that in mind on the Facebook fan. But thank you so much for joining. And today, we're just talking about our affirmations, creating affirmations, reading affirmations, and give a little update on some astrology. And I got some aromatherapy. Hold on, gotta take some notes. Okay, so we're just opening up, and Facebook Live. This is my first time going completely live from a laptop. Usually I do it from a phone. So thank you. This is fun. This is fun. So we have a couple more segments coming up, and like I said, with my Facebook fans, I'm going to be jumping over to the TikTok side. Okay, and Instagram, I may hang out with you just a little bit longer because I'm trying. I'm really trying. But if I do jump off of Instagram, I'll be over on the TikTok side. Okay, so I'm just trying to spread the love, spread the love. Okay, don't forget to tap the screen, send me some love, show me something. All right, we're coming back live on Kate Pushty. And we're back on K4HD.com, streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live, under Candles by Ari, and under Ari McIntyre from the Facebook people. Thank you so much for joining me this Thursday, May 22nd, 2024. I was talking about just the astrology part of what's going on. We use astrology, affirmations, aromatherapy up in here, and it has been a proven formula for so many of my clients over the years. I'm getting ready to do a digital course that'll be coming out, and I'm very excited. And it gives you the first couple of the courses is basic, so that you understand a little bit more about the energy that's going on around you from all the different dynamics of energy. Because that's the other thing. Being human, sometimes we so feel like we should be so much more advanced. You know what I mean? Feel like we should just know something. We should have just gotten this and it should have just happened. And you know what? That's not how life is. That's just not how life is. You have to learn, you have to grow, you have to mentor, you have to spend some time being a captain, being a part of the group. So it's just about working that out. I don't know why you can't hear me, mm, Martha. I don't know. There's nothing. Everything is good here. Is that good? Okay, tell me if you hear me now. I don't know because anyway, see what I'm saying? But this is the technical stuff. This is that stuff, guys, that I used to be so intimidated by, and now I'm just embracing it. So I do apologize. I hope you can hear me now. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up on the Facebook page. So sorry. I think I may have hit the wrong button. But anyway, so when we get into affirming, okay, what I have seen is we are affirming for something. And if we do not pay attention to what we're affirming to, we may be affirming to stuff that we really don't want to have happen. Such as someone who says, I always miss the bus. Every time I show up at this bus stop, it always leaves me. Well, he's basically saying that's what he wants. That every time he shows up at this particular bus stop, everything always leaves him. Okay, that is an affirmation. Okay. Now, the ones that I've created over the years, these are things that I've worked with my clients on. So it's been tested, proven, tested, and proved. And the scents, the fragrances, these are scents that are familiar and soothing, but they're also older because I believe in the older scents because they have more of a kick, more of a punch, and they're familiar. I mean, most perfumes have a lot of the stuff that I use in some of my products because mm, like, for example, this colonial blue. Okay. This particular candle has sandalwood in it. Sandalwood, and it has lavender and it has sage. And at one point, guys, this was considered commerce. These scents were so valuable, they were worth more than money. And now we have more availability because we live in a more modern time. So they have synthetic versions of it that some people would not know. I mean, I would know just because of my nose being so sensitive, but nevertheless, they do have it available. So now it's affordable. So if you have sandalwood nearby or even non champa, I would definitely use those in this next couple of weeks coming up because you need to soothe yourself. You need to make sure that you are tuning in, that you're checking in, that you're feeling connected to what you're doing. If you're not, then just slow down. Just slow down. Give yourself some moments because I feel like we're going to hit the between the middle of the year, like the halfway point. I'm thinking about doing a show with Christmas in July. I don't know. It just depends on what's going on with all the digital work that's online. So if you guys want me to do a Christmas in July episode, hit me, give me a thumbs up, hit me in the chats, let me know because that episode takes a little bit more planning because that's getting us ready for the holidays. And I always look forward to the holidays. So let me know in the chat if you guys want me to do a Christmas in July episode because we're in almost June now. Holy smacks, dads and grads. I'm going to a graduation dinner later on this evening from one of my godchildren. So we're in the midst of affirming and moving around. So we also have to make sure we're taking care of this. This vessel that you dwell in, whether you like it or not, this is your vessel for the duration. You were born into it. It gets to grow and expand. And as long as you wash it on a regular basis, feed it nutritious meals, and let it rest, it's a good outfit. It's a good outfit. It's got that elasticity, snap back, wash after wash, especially if you're treating yourself right on the inside. So I hope that you guys are definitely spending some time sleeping well because that 8 to 6, I say 6 to 8 hours, but try to get 8. Let the goal be 8. To have that rest period, which is like a reset period, okay? The mind and body can click in and give that super subconscious mind, that undertow, a chance to send out the infinite intelligent messages that we all have. Because I do think we're all infinitely intelligent if we choose to be. You have to decide, do you want to do the right thing or don't you? Do you want to work with people or don't you? Because there is a compromise. And if you choose to go into a field where you're going to be working with people, I mean, I commend our teachers, our nurses, our doctors, our police officers, anybody that works for state or government. We have to send love to them and we have to bless them. And guys, help them when you can. Send informational things, give them some updates. They're human just like us. They may have taken on a responsibility for the community, but we also have to participate as a community. Okay. So make sure that you're advocating for the things that you want in your community. Make sure you're helping other people learn how to advocate for a better community. And if you can, donate. And when I say donate, there's always something in your house that you don't need anymore that's in good condition. So, if you see somebody or know a friend that may need some things, I have a friend. I love this woman, and she lives very modestly, and she's from El Salvador. And she saves up clothes, books, shoes, pots, whatever people want to donate. And she sends it to her hometown in her country. And the thing is about this, it makes it so beautiful, is that she also sends food. So before she goes over there, it's like she's a party. She literally is the party. Hold on. Gotta drink more water. Because when she gets there, they open up the packages and she feeds everybody in the community. Everybody in the community. And she does this once a year. Once a year. She's a cafeteria lady at one of the local schools, or at least she was at one point. I think she hurt herself, so she may be out for a little bit. But the bottom line is, this is a person who you would think, why would you go out of your way to do that much to help so many people? And you would never think that she would be the one giving that much of herself. You just never consider. And she is. And it is a beautiful thing, because every year I make sure we donate, we give clothes, good pots, pans, things like that. So what I'm saying to you guys is, there's a way to keep that circulation going, and it doesn't have to be in a way that hurts you or takes away from you or puts you economically in some pinch. If anything, you're creating that circle, because if it's something you don't need, that's that under grace and perfect way, and you can give it to another soul and it doesn't hurt you, then you're doing the right thing. You're creating that vortex of positive vibrational energy, which we all need. Okay. So just make sure you're doing your affirmations. You're not sharing with people who do not have positive thoughts for you. And if you can, give. And it doesn't have to be economics. I'm just telling you, some of your time, to some of the local organizations. You know what I mean? Just, you'd be surprised. And there's so many things online right now. I advocate for in person, because I think we still need that human touch. I think we all still need to connect with one another, and not try to pretend like we're so on our own, that we don't need anything, because that's not what's happening here. Okay. So with the configurations coming up, we still got a lot of good to do, but we gotta make it. This is Regina Bell, Make It Like It Was. This is one of my loveliest songs when I'm just in a meditative mood, because sometimes you just want it to be like it was when grandma would make dinner and you get to sit and watch silly TV and tell her about your day. At least that's one of my memories. All right, guys, it's Spiritual Coach Ari Mack. We're at the halfway point. Come on back. See you in a minute. Okay, Mr. Facebook. Gotta go. Thank you so much. Bye. Now here's the switch. So you're gonna see what it's like to be on IG, TikTok, YouTube, and K4HD for the rest of the duration. Let's just see what happens. I'm in the mood. Let's go. Come on. This is interesting. And we're back on caperhd.com, Spiritual Coach Ari Mack Live. Now, I just switched over to the TikTok. So we've just been like, hey, TikTok, how you doing? And I'm still doing the YouTube, and I think I'm going to continue with the IG. This is experimental because I'm just trying to have a little fun today and kind of showcase a little bit. So bear with me. Like I said, we have some digital products that are about to come out. I am very excited about that. And I just wanted to share with you guys another story from my Aunt B. Now, Aunt B is my coach. Like if I need to go to talk to someone about what's going on with me, I call my Aunt B. Aunt B and my grandmother and my mother were the top three people that I would go to in my hour of distress. And this week has been up and down because we've got a lot of work to do and things don't move as fast as you like. So you have your anxieties. I have them too, guys. Nobody escapes them. So I call Aunt B and I'm getting ready to, I'm checking in to see how she's doing. And she says, baby, can I share a story with you? And I said, of course. She said she went to get her car checked, and she's in a humid part of the country. And she said that when she went to get the car checked, they realized that the air conditioner in the car was no longer working. And she was like, "Oh shucks, what can we do about it?" And they said, "We'll probably, put some antifreeze, whatever, whatever." They tried to do that. Turns out, guys, that the antifreeze for her particular model of car does not exist anymore. They stopped making it. So the dealership told her that they'd have to take out the air conditioner and put a whole new system in, which was not cheap. And my auntie needs this kind of comfort because it's very humid and she does not like to be oversaturated when she gets to where she goes. You know what I mean? She likes to look fab. So anyway, she had went home, and before she left the house, the air conditioner at the house was not working right. So she was catching it on both sides. And she says, and baby, I had to stay strong. And instead of me getting upset and starting to just get that negative feeling, because she felt it, guys. I mean, come on, your air conditioner's going, you go get your car fixed, and they tell you that they can't fix it because another air conditioner. I mean, come on. So she said, I sit in my car and I just sit there and I prayed. My auntie prays due diligently. She's got the most wonderful prayer circle I've ever seen in my life. I'm a witness that they work. I've seen the miracles. So she said she just prayed. And she sit there. And she went in the house, and the air conditioner gentleman said, I'm pretty much going to be able to fix your AC at the house. Next season, though, we need to think about some upgrades because it's just getting older, blah, blah, blah. She was like, okay, cool. That was one check down because that was also stressing her about having to stay cool in the evening. And then she told him, well, I wish you knew how to fix cars because my car is, causing me some issues. And they say it's the air conditioner and they don't make the Freon anymore. He said, well, I'll take a look at it, Miss B. Just give me a few minutes to let me wrap up. I'll do it on my way out. He checked on it, you guys. And this is why my Aunt B says, you don't know how spirit's going to work. So you need to just stay in your position of faith because you don't know what the universe is doing for you. The gentleman went out, said, I got this, Miss B. Did something out of his car, and then came back. Put whatever he said he had. He says, I have the antifreeze for your car because I use it for what I do for a living. I'm going to put this in your car. But once again, this is going to change again. So, you need to make sure you're working on a solution for the future. She said not only did two blessings, guys, two blessings come in less than about an hour or so, but she now knows she needs to plan to make sure whatever she needs for that period when they have to come back, that she's ready. She's just, that's divine design. That's how infinite intelligence works. It puts something on your path and you got to decide, how do you want to receive it? Do you want to go into emotional chaos and doubt and fear and just run around like a chicken with your head cut off? Or do you want to get centered, get focused, give yourself a chance to let spirit give you that hint, that suggestion? She wasn't going home thinking that the air conditioner person could help her. She wasn't thinking like that at all. Yet that door opened all by itself. And that's what affirmations do, guys. When you are really fortified within your spirit and you are working on self, no matter what happens, you have those tools to fall back on so that you don't end up doing things, saying things that you can't take back. And once you start putting that energy out, I have witnessed people who were not in good spaces. They didn't even look good. That's how bad their space was. I mean, their whole vibe, when you saw them, you ran the other way because energetically they were just so putrid and unhappy and just hard to deal with. You say something nice, they just downtrodden. It's like a Debbie Downer. And nobody wants to be a Debbie Downer, or you shouldn't have strived to be a Debbie Downer. Let's see, you got choice. My auntie proved, she said, listen, baby, I had the opportunity not to even mention to the man anything going on with my car. And normally she's not like that. To be honest with you, normally my auntie is very conservative and just keeps things to herself. But this time, okay, this time she was actually opening her spirit up. Hey D, how you doing off the TikTok? And I say this because when you're doing these affirmations, when you're putting this energy out into the universe, you are asking the universe to hear you and to respond. And that's the power with affirmations and aromatherapy. Okay? Because when you start putting this combination together, mm, 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 mm. This is the blue, colonial blue, and it's got sandalwood and lavender in it. And lavender sage. Yeah, lavender sage. It's my own formula. When you start combining a powerful scent such as this, and then you say, I am paying attention to myself and what is going on around me, I am blessed under grace in perfect way. And so it is. You're opening up the doors for the universe to give you all kinds of goodies from expected and unexpected sources. And see, that's the unique part about when you start doing your part and working on yourself, because you no longer can blame anybody else. You no longer can let somebody else's influence take you down. You know what I mean? You can't no longer say, well, mama didn't do this and my daddy didn't do this and nobody taught me this, because this thing we have with this internet gives us all an even playing field. It gives us all an even playing field. Okay. And some better than others. Some platforms are way more flexible than others. And we as people have to just continue to use our voices to be heard, to be seen, to draw the right goodies in. Right? Right? So let's all just say we're going to make an effort to try to use these affirmations that I'm giving you. Just try at least once, twice a day, maybe in the morning when you get up, and again in the evening before you go to sleep. And I'll say it with you. I am paying attention to myself and what is going on around me. I am blessed under grace in a perfect way. And so it is. That's my love to you. Now you can check out my candles at Candles by Ari. Oh, thank you, Miss Skittles. Thank you so much for the hearts. Appreciate it. Love you. Okay. And YouTube, this is my first time really going live. So bear with me if I can't see the chats where I'm not answering. I will get to that. I promise I will learn. And thank you so much, Instagram. I am really putting out content on a regular basis. I have some very specific details I'm going to share with you guys. I got some seminar things coming up so that you can actually chat, get to know me, understand This work is beautiful. Spiritual coaching is one of the blessings Spirit gave me because it's just not giving spiritual fortitude, but being able to coach. Don't ya? Don't ya? Okay? Because you know what? Giving love is what we all should be doing on a regular basis. But I'm going to need your support, guys. So you got to share, you got to talk, you got to get with me. Come on now. All right. So we're going to take a break on k4hd.com. We're on our last segment. So come on back, and I'll see you in a minute after the break. Whew. How you doing today, Miss Skittles? And like I said, thank you so much, YouTube, for just showing up. And if you can spread some love and light, subscribe, let's talk about it. We're going to be doing a little bit different things here because we have more space. So I'm definitely going to be putting up more episodics, and me and Yvette, my cohort, will be sharing a lot of good stuff about the courses we got coming up with the Manifestation Boot Camp. And Instagram. Hey, Kim, how you doing? I am learning to work with all the different things that are happening to me, but I'm trying to be like really one step at a time and not lose my mind. And could be better, my love, but I am blessed. Well, you know what? You're still going to be good. Kim, are you jumping from channel to channel? God bless you. I just popped in. All right. Thank you, Kimmy. Appreciate you. But I'm thankful and blessed, and I'm ready to share, and I'm ready to be of service on the highest level possible. And that's one of the reasons why I need you guys. I can't do this alone. Please use the affirmations. Please give me some feedback. Please share with people you know. We got over 300 episodes up at iHeart, so check them out. Okay, they're there to help you. All the stuff I'm doing is all connected. Okay, I feel like this is the time to shine. This is my time to like really show that love. And it's love in the manifesting, getting you guys where we want to be at that level, not only of success, but health, wealth, love, perfect self expression. I mean, this is the square roots of life. All right, last segment. Here we go. And we're back on k4hd.com, spiritual coach Ari Mack. Now, we are streaming live on different platforms today from my TikTok, which shows me so much love, guys. Thank you, TikTok, under Candles by Ari. And we're on YouTube because I told you guys on the YouTube I was going to be coming for you. I am putting up content on a regular, so spread joy, subscribe, and be with me. And on my Instagram under Candles by Ari as well. So thank you guys for joining me there as well. And of course, on k4hd.com with my family. Now, this is our last segment. So, as we enter this Gemini cycle, and I'll give you the affirmation again, the aromatherapy that I would recommend, if you can get, would be sandalwood. Now, we do make a candle with sandalwood in it at Candles by Ari, and it is the Colonial Blue. But sandalwood can be found in perfumes. It can be found in different aromatherapy. You can't really make sandalwood, unfortunately, because it's a very specific herb that goes into it. But there are ways to receive it. But sandalwood creates a lot of protection, lots of grounding. It makes you feel very earthbound. It slows you down. So if you can find a way to get yourself connected to some sandalwood, or like I said, the Candles by Ari, we got you covered, then you'll start seeing, or you'll start feeling, especially if you're using it with the affirmation, and I'll say the affirmation again so I can repeat it several times so we can get it out there. I am paying attention to myself and what is going on around me. I am blessed under grace and perfect way. And so it is. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. And it's so important to remember that. My auntie, who's my guru. She is my go-to, my coach. When I hit the wall, she hits the wall too. But she's taught me, if you can affirm and continue to do your positive thinking and exercises, and then leave it alone Sometimes you just got to do your part and then let the universe work its magic. I told the story about how both her air conditioner at home and her air conditioner in her car went out at the same time. Holy smokes, you guys. And where she lives is very humid in that area. So it's, I don't know if you've been in humid weather, but it is, ugh, it's like you need to take a shower all the time. I grew up in it, so I know. And she didn't freak. I mean, the car dealership told her that they didn't even have the antifreeze to go in her car anymore. And I don't think her car is that old, but nevertheless, that freaked her out. That freaked her out. And she was already having air conditioning problems at her home. So what was God trying to say to her? Stay cool? I think she was trying not to lose her mind, is what I'm saying. But my auntie is a faithful woman. She's a, she's a spiritual powerhouse. And she's connected to infinite intelligence like we all are. Every single one of us has that connection available to us. It's just getting into that connection and continuously staying rooted in that connection is up to the individual choice. Remember, when you're desperate, you start making really wrong choices because you're not operating from a place of strength. You're operating from a place of fear, which means you doubt what you're saying. You question whether or not you're worthy, and that's not good. My auntie told me she sat in one spot for at least 5 to 10 minutes and prayed. Literally sit there and did her mantras. Now I call these affirmations. They're a form of prayer, they're a form of mantra, they're a form of meditation, whatever you want to call them, but they work. And this one is a good one. I am paying attention to myself and what is going on around me. I am blessed under grace and perfect way. And so it is. And so it is. And you got to call it in that you're blessed. You got to say, I'm blessed. Now, the scent that goes really well with this affirmation is the sandalwood and lavender sage. Mm, mm, mm. Now, we make it here at Candles by Ari in the colonial blue. All right. So it comes in 8 ounces, 12 ounces, and 16 ounces. So you got a lot of variety. And we even make melts. So if you have warmers, we can actually do melts in the same fragrance and you just pop that in as well. Get yourself some. Okay. I'm telling you, you want to have something around to ignite that fragrance, to keep that faith up, to remind you that you're blessed. And fragrance is so powerful. They're so incredibly easy to overlook, but they're a powerful tool in our divine senses. So try to use the affirmation. And if you don't like sandalwood, maybe find another scent that's familiar to you, but just try to connect with yourself and stay in that place of relaxing. Okay? Stay in that place of just, okay? And that's what you have to do because we are the only people that control ourselves. Yes, I know people can be manipulative and I know they can stress you out because we're sentient beings. We're people that feel energies. We're human. You know, if the weather changes, I can feel it. If somebody's burning something, I can smell it. If I can pick up on a sense of somebody not being happy, I'll do my best to try to reach out to see if they're okay. Always respecting the person, always giving that person that credence that they are their own individual. I just want to make sure they're okay. I just want to make sure they know somebody loves them, somebody cares for them. So if you can create that positive vibration around yourself, do so. Do so. With this duality, with Gemini energy sprinkling on top of us right now, it is a good time to evaluate. And it's also a good time to release a lot of excess stuff you don't need. I told the story of my friend, Miss Juanita, who collects clothes for her country, El Salvador, in her community if she was born. And she literally, you guys, collects these clothes all by herself, sends them over there early, and then sends food, and then has a whole community event giving away the food and giving away the clothes that she's collected all year. And that brings her so much joy, you guys. And she lives very modestly here in the States, but over there, they can't even figure out how she does it. And I respect that so much. I make sure we donate from my house every single month. We try to give her something. Okay. So you can do that. Go through your things. Everybody has things you don't need anymore that are in good condition that may be able to be donated to a family friend or just someone who you know is in need. You know, so create that circle around yourself, and it doesn't have to be financial. And of course, you can always give some of your time. There's nothing wrong with spending a little time and checking in with those that you love, or maybe friends that you haven't heard from in a while. Reconnecting is also a great thing that Gemini is good at because they're rural communications. Yeah, so you can email, you can text, you can call, hell, you can Zoom. I mean, you got so many ways now to communicate that it's like ridiculous. Now, I'm a little old fashioned. I still like cards and letters. Call me old fashioned, but that's still, I like getting cards. I like getting letters. Uh, I just think it's sweet. So, but, hey, I'm like I said, I'm a little old fashioned. Plus, you can't take away the human touch. You got to have a little bit of the human touch. So, use this affirmation. I am paying attention to myself and what is going on around me now. I am blessed under grace in perfect way, and so it is. We do have a meditation class, so definitely check it out. Mm. Sorry, had to have some water. I don't have the exact date in front of me, but if you go to Candles by Aria, the information will be there on any of the platforms I'm on. You can take a look at my bio. Okay. So, as we get ready to wind down the episode, I feel like I blink my eye and this hour's gone. I spend quite a bit of time preparing for the shows, writing everything down, thinking about what I'm going to say, and it just seems like it's just instantly just comes out. Remember the power of affirmations with aromatherapy, and then you use astrology, which it makes sense, you guys. It's the stars above us. And each person came down with a very specific need, a specific, unique latitude and longitude. And sometimes you're just not flowing with certain energy, and that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's supposed to be like that, you know? I know bad times are not fun times, but they are sometimes needed because energy needs to shift, and it only shifts through trial, through practice, and through efforts. Okay? So, I haven't mentioned in a while, but the health, wealth, love, and perfect self expression, those are the four square roots that I believe in that coordinate with some astrology stuff, that coordinates with um, a lot of different things. So, follow me, like me, give me some feedback, share. Let's get this party started. Like I said, I got some digital product getting ready to hit. That's instant. You get it instantly in your email box. Ooh, how cool is that? All right, I'm very excited because it's going to give you the basis of where I come from and how I started. And the coaching part, I am very proud of the people that I've worked with over the years. I have to say, my students, they get better. They get better. They get better. They get stronger. They learn. They become adaptable. They no longer feel like they're limited. You know what I mean? And that's the most important thing, because if you can just open up to the new possibilities, and they're scary, okay? Not everything's going to be simple, easy, black and white with no caffeine. Sometimes there's a lot of caffeine. But if you can stay the course and stay true to yourself, then you will have what you want in your life. Infinite intelligence available like this to us, guys. We're the ones that want to give it direction on how, when, where, maybe the color, make, and model. I mean, come on. Universe has been around for infinite. Okay. Miss Skittle said I need meditation. I found out. We all need meditation. I know I need it. I need it all so much, so much. So let's just make a pact to try to check in and share and talk and like and discuss, because that's how we grow a community. Because I'm not going to stop. I'm just getting started, to be honest with you. I feel stronger than I ever have before. I feel like this is Spirit's time with Pluto being in Aquarius, Neptune still being in Pisces, and of course, Saturn still being in Pisces. So pay attention to your dreams. All right. Thank you to my K4HD family. Thank you to all of the lovely people on all my social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Thank you guys for joining. We do this live every single week. Please join, like, follow, and show me some love. All right. Till next time. Peace. Bye.